சுப்பு தயிரி பிடிக்க
Yeah,
மாட்டேங்குது.
yeah.
Sorry, my bad. So mostly like situational comedy is something which I love the most, and apart from that, when there is a comedy in place where it's really unexpected, right?
Okay.
That is,
Yeah.
for example, I guess someone said about the Family Man, right?
Yeah.
When you're watching that, you know that it's a uh, you know a spy crime thriller show kind of thing. But in that show, like Family Man is also in like kind of an like absurd idea, right? Like someone who also is also working for the government as a spy and also managing a family. So it is somewhat like that, right? But in also like in every crime thriller show, it's like something is going on in between there, like there has some comedy part of it. That is really funny. It's mostly like situational is something which I would really love. So yeah, that's my type of comedy. Yep.
Okay. Pavan?
Another thing.
Yeah.
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 Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just, for me, there is nothing as such called offensive humor, right? There, like,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, there are obviously few things which you should not touch, right? Uh, Someone said, what body shaming, racism, sexism, right? Rape jokes and everything. These are the things which should not, like, these are really not funny in any way. And people are find. I don't think that a lot of people are finding it funny, or maybe they are. This is something which should not be used as a comedic, element. Apart from that, do whatever makes you, you know,
Yeah.
makes your
Yeah. Yeah.
laughing bone tickle. Just do whatever you want. That is, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Pavan,
Uh, yeah,
your
Charan.
conclusion.
Yeah, I'll stand with Charan's point. Like the base should be comedy. The plot, the backdrop should be in the comedy zone. Then it will work. And you need good actors to. I mean, it's really important to have good actors to achieve the comedy. And it is very tough to achieve comedy for wide range of audiences. I mean, you can only satisfy certain type of audiences with certain type of comedy, mostly. If you want to satisfy wide range of audiences, then the comedy, the non-verbal comedy might works, like PK or Mr. Bean or some kind of things. So that's my point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would like to add one point. Okay, you guys said something about body shaming and all. Likewise, I have to I have to say something about one of the things that I think that, yeah, one of the thing that I feel it is not a difficulty for me, but a lot of people used to think that it's a difficulty. Like my stammering, it's in a lot of films they used to think stammering is it's a funny thing. They'll taken for granted. I was like, what? This is not something you should have to make fun for it, okay? And there is this film named Susu Sudhi Vasmikam in Malayalam. Like that shows that is exactly I am, okay. He faces all the problems that I have faced, okay. And like this is not the thing to make fun, okay. If somebody is black, I'm not making fun on them. Like you're also black man, I'm not making fun of him. But those people used to make fun on me, like saying, hey, you're just stammering, man. Like stammering is not a problem, and it's not a thing to make fun on it, okay. It's like but most of the films in India that they have made films on stammering, they've just taken it for granted. Like it's a funny material. If a guy is stammering in a film means, then it's a time to laugh for them. I think that should have to be changed. That is what it is something
The
like I
one.
They
personally.
also use hijras,
Yeah.
like you said, in films.
um,
Sorry.
to make comedy.
I would not be like that person, but
Okay.
saying
No, I'm
transgenders
not saying like I'm
will
saying
be
in a
no
film.
no no.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm no 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 wait. I'm talking to Pawan. I'm like saying transgenders instead of hijra is like most like more what do you say, being good to them, right? You know, like that
Yeah.
is the thing. Just I'm saying
Yeah.
I don't like to be that person, but I just
Oh,
wanted to say that.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
things
Another
have
Transgender.
to change in comedies. Yeah.
another thing which I wanted to say, the one movie which dealt with stammering the best in this like movie is a movie Jagga Jasus. If you have watched it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I watched it. Yeah, and
Ranbir Kapoor
like
had stammering problem,
I've,
but they
I've read
still
something
dealt with
about.
it.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
They have dealt it with like very what do you say, appropriately. Okay, this is the word I'm going to use, but like
okay.
they have used it very appropriately. Yeah.
Yeah, and like even Shah Rukh Khan acted as a stammer in a film. It was a 90s film. I didn't remember the film name.
Kiran, Kiran,
Yeah, yeah,
Dar.
yeah,
The
yeah.
movie was Dar. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've read something about Hrithik Roshan was a stammer. Like he have gone through a lot to like he had gone through a lot to overcome from that stammering. And I'm so happy. Like if somebody say he
Yeah,
was a stammerer means
there
I'll
is
say
this
hey,
speech,
Hrithik Roshan is a stammerer, man. I'll say yeah. Those things
but
are
there
like
are speech therapies and everything, no, to like deal with
yeah,
stammering.
like the problem is I didn't find it's a problem for me. Okay, I don't think it's
Yeah,
a problem for me, but they'll think, hey, this is a problem, and no, this is not a problem, and this is something like this is
it,
not a problem. Like please don't make it as a like a show it as a problem. Yeah, yeah,
but it is just not the what you say normal. Like it's just like very few people have stammering problem, and that is the thing. That is the reason why the thing it's a problem.
yeah.
But I mean, I
But
mean,
that's
just
not the thing. That's not the case to make fun on that subject, right? That yeah,
see, wherever you go, people will make fun of something or another,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it also depends on your relationship with that person who's making fun.
Yeah,
For
that's
example,
that's what I've
for
already
example,
told something. Yeah, if one of my friend is making some fun on this means like if sometimes it is not offensive, sometimes it might be offensive because he's crossing that limit. Okay, you there is a limit and he's crossing
depend.
that limit that make offensive. Yeah,
It depends on your bond, right? Like for me and my friends, we make a lot of like one of my friend is half Hindu, half Muslim, right? So we
okay.
make a lot of jokes about that because we have that bond,
Yeah,
right?
unless
But
it
I will not
becomes
do it
in
with anyone who just I know like for five
and
years.
unless it becoming an offensive one, then it's not a thing to like
That
yeah.
it's more about the bond, right? Like the bond I share with that person, we can make a lot of offensive jokes, and we both will be fine about it, right? It's like someone, if I don't know if you guys have watched it, there is a special of Daniel Sloss, right? He had a handicapped sister, right?
Okay.
He's like, I can make joke about my handicapped sister, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
she
yeah.
is fine with it, and I am on like I have that relationship with her. I can make that joke, right? You can't, and you cannot tell me that you got offended behalf of my sister.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is the thing, right? Like I can make joke about my friend being Muslim and whatever. We can make all those
Yeah,
suicide bomber
if he's
jokes,
okay with that, then there's
right?
no problem. Yeah, yeah.
But like if he doesn't have any problem, who the fuck are you to tell me that
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
should not make that joke? That is the thing, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
the case with every art.
it's
Like you said, like
it's
every art is subjective, you know. Like not
it's
just
the
comedy,
same with,
every art is subjective.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
just it's the same with roast, right? Like what is the
yeah, yeah.
difference between roast and troll? It's basically the consent, right? If
Yeah,
I today I just go and be like I will shame like I will roast Salman Khan or whoever, right? We do that now, but we are trolling him, we are not roasting him because we don't have his consent to do that, right? For
yeah,
example, when AIB did the roast with Karan Johar, Ranveer Singh and Arjun Kapoor, they had their consent, right? If they didn't had consent, then it was just a fuckle show, right? But they had their consent, and that is why it is so fucking hilarious. That is literally the only difference.
Yeah, but
Nothing.
hereafter, like we are we are like lot of things were evolving. Like we should have to stop doing few of the stereotypical things, you know. Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's been
obviously.
it's been there for like 40-50 years. Like it's time to stop those things, right?
Okay, I am sorry, I have to go. My
Yeah.
mobile is gonna switch off.
Okay,
Thank you,
yeah. We
everyone.
finish it
Thank
off.
you.
Yeah,
No, no, no.
Yeah.
You guys continue. Yeah.
No. Even
No.
I have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
we
I'll
are done.
just
Yeah.
leave. Could you give the ending sign off part, Subbu? My phone is gonna switch off.
Okay. Yeah. Bye. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Bye, Mohit, and
Pavan,
bye, Pavan. Thank you for coming.
JMS.
Bye. Bye, Charan.
Yeah. Okay. With that, we'll finish up the podcast. Like, do you guys wanna say anything? Like, Pavan and Mohit.
No, I have said all the things I want to say. I just want to say
About
go and watch
MSG.
MSG
Yeah.
on YouTube, dude. Just
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
Totally it's
I
available.
have a point to say. Like, I thought that Salman Khan fans are not just fans; they are devotees. But now I get to know.
I am the devotee of MSG. Please.
MSG, yes. Now we get to know MSG's
Yeah.
devotees are not just devotees; they are his fans. Wow, vice versa
Yeah.
things, you know. Yeah, because I thought that like Pavan Kalyan or Salman Khan or Ajit Kumar, they all have they are not just actors; they are all God, and their fans are
We
not just
have a
fans.
god who is an actor, right?
Yeah. Wow, this is a great thing, you know. This is amazing, man. Yeah. Now I got it. Now I discovered
Yeah.
this great thing, you know. Yeah, and I'm so glad. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you guys can recommend any good comedy films according to you, like. And with that we'll finish the
Andaz
podcast.
Apna is like obviously on the top. Right?
Yeah.
Best, one of the best like uh comedy movies.
Which film? Which film?
Andaz
Under
Apna.
Sapna.
It just it doesn't like it's a I don't know it's not like very or this
Yeah,
Oscar
it
winning
was really
performance.
funny. It was really funny.
It's hilarious. And then what else? I can recommend you shows, which is like Pushpavalli, which I have said multiple times.
Sorry.
Pushpavalli.
Yeah. I know you
Yeah,
have recommended this.
I have mentioned it multiple times. And then there is Afsos, which is by Anirban Das Gupta. These are two shows, and yeah, I guess these are the only. And rest though I watched like you can watch Himmatwala, you can watch Hamshakos. They're all hilarious movies.
Yeah.
None of
Okay.
them is
All
like not
Farad
fun.
Samji written
Yeah.
films. Yeah.
Just keep your brain aside and you can just enjoy that movie. It's not like you will not enjoy it.
Yeah. And Pavan.
Yeah, it's a joke, guys. Don't take it seriously. Yeah, it's just
Yeah. You have been sarcastic throughout the podcast. Yeah.
unlike Subbu will be like, huh? What you really like Himmatwala? I just
Yeah, no, I
how can you
not now.
how can you
Not
say that
now.
about
I thought
Sajid?
that. Now I thought. Now I got it. It is a
Yeah.
sarcastic thing. But in the last part, like for 5 minutes, I've been like, oh, he must be a really great actor. I was like, I'm just I was like, okay, he must be a great comedy actor. How come I didn't know him?
He is ironically he's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, for 5 minutes, I thought that he was a legend. He was a legend. My God, I'm really feeling bad about those 5 minutes.
It's fine. It's fine. Pawan, go ahead.
Yeah, Subbu, I hardly watch comedy films. But I prefer Rajkumar Hirani films, even though he mix some adult comedy. But I like it. I prefer Rajkumar Hirani films and Tarun Bhaskar films. There were two films in Telugu, Pelli Choopulu and Ainagaraniki Emaindi, and few character-driven films like Forrest Gump, Dead Poet Society, which have some comedy. So that kind of film.
I would just like to point right. Every Wes Anderson movie You should watch it. Every one of
Okay.
them.
Every?
Every Wes Anderson movie.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Every movie, be it Darjeeling Limited, be it I should I forgot the name. The Royal Tenenbaums. Every movie, each of them, the Grand Budapest
Yeah,
Hotel.
I've watched few of those films,
For
but
for three reasons, there is drama in it, there is absurd comedy in it, and amazing visuals. Just
yeah,
like it's a orgasmic. It's an orgasm for eyes to watch his films. Just
yeah,
amazing. You should watch every Wes Anderson movie just for the and his comedic elements are hilarious. I was
yeah,
just like, yeah.
yeah. And have you guys watched Father of the Bride 1 and 2? Father of the Bride.
No.
Okay, that is something again a cult film for me. I don't know how it's for you. Like, please go and check it out. And those
It's a
yeah,
it's a
English.
Telugu, Tamil,
No,
English. Sorry. Okay.
English. It's a Hollywood film. Yeah, yeah. It is like if you switch on to comedy now, yeah, like that film will be telecasting today, and then after 2 days again the film will be telecasting. So that kind of a channel it is. Yeah, so like that film is really funny for me. And Mrs. Doubtfire, Robin Williams film.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you guys heard of this, Mrs. Doubtfire? Okay, that film was remade in Tamil and Hindi. It was Mr. Like it was Chachi 420.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Another thing, right? I don't know why we didn't do it, but we discussed comedy and we didn't single time we didn't mention Govinda. Right?
Sorry.
The guy Govinda.
Yeah,
With
yeah, yeah.
single time we didn't mention Govinda. Dude,
Oh,
the guy he is hilarious in every
yeah,
of movies. Even though it can get a little like offensive or whatever, right?
yeah. But like, I
But
love his
still
comedies.
his
Yeah,
acting, yeah,
Coolie Number
he's
One,
amazing.
and like what is this hero? Like what is
Bare
this?
Mia, Bare Mia, Chote Mia, Hero Number,
Hero
जो
Number
भी,
One. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of movies of Govinda. Partner is one of the best. His performance,
Yeah.
like
Even
it, it
he was in that film Bagam Bugs. Bagam Bugs.
yeah,
Yeah,
he was in Bhagam. He was in Bhagam.
yeah. Yeah, but
His
I
comedic
recommend you to
comedic
watch that
time.
original. I recommend you to watch the original film, Narudi Kathu.
I'm already in love with this version. I don't want to watch it. It's like same for you. No, you have
Okay,
watched the Tamil and you have no no. It's just
Yeah,
for
okay,
me. It's
but
just
go and check it out. That was
for,
very simple, and
it
because it was an
like it's
1987
for
film.
me.
Yeah.
For me, every time I watch a movie and I get to know that it's a remake of some other movie, I will only watch it if I'm not satisfied with that movie.
Okay, yeah.
Otherwise, there is no point of watching the remake, right?
Yeah.
Like for example, Fault in Our Stars, right? I watched the original and I'm like, this is fuck all. So I will not watch the Hindi version also because it will be also fuck all.
Yeah.
Because the same fucking story. And it's a very unpopular opinion and I don't know what. But I did
Yeah.
not like the original Fault in
I
Our
agree with the
Stars
point.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like people watched it just because oh he died, he committed suicide, hame dekhna hai, or whatever it was, right? His last movie and all that. Okay, right. So like
Yeah.
for me, it has always been like if I'm not satisfied like with the original one, I will watch it. But if I'm really like I did not like the story single bit, like for example, it's no every time you watch you see a story and you're like it has potential. Only if the director would go to like do a great job, like better job, it could have been a great movie, right? And that is the only. But Fault in Our Stars, I watched and I'm like, nah, I just don't want to. Just no.
Okay.
So I did
And
not. Yeah.
Robbie Hood is something everybody must have known this. Robbie Hood, Jackie Chan's film.
No,
Oh,
I
you
have
don't
not.
Robbie
I have
Hood.
not.
Oh,
I have.
yeah. Like that is one of the most funniest film I have ever watched. Yeah. And one more film is Jatiratnaru, like that everybody must have watched, should have to watch Jatiratnaru, and Panjatandram in Tamil. Panjatandram, I think I should have to
So
type it.
I have watched like
Sorry.
most 10 Tamil movies I have watched.
Okay.
Right. Other than those on Sony Max and everything, I have most watched like 10 Tamil movies. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I have.
Okay, yeah. And so we will end the podcast now. And thanks for coming, guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
Anytime,
it's
brother.
been it's been really amazing, and thanks for making me aware of MSG. I'm going to be thankful for you for my entire life.
Yeah, you should be. He's a legend.
Yeah. Pavan, do you want to say anything?
Cool.
No, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys.
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah.